Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tim Steele. I'm professor and chair of the Department of Microbiology and Immunology, co-director of the 4 military elective courses that we offer on campus, and a military veteran myself, having been in the Coast Guard, enlisted in the Coast Guard 1975 to 1979. On behalf of Des Moines University, I'd like to welcome all of you to this military promotion and commissioning ceremony, recognizing those soon-to-be graduates of DMU who will be going into the military for their residency training and service to our country. I would now ask you to rise. You just witnessed the processional of the candidates in here, and rise and engage in the national anthem by the Des Moines University Choir.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Give a hand to the I would now like to recognize, please be seated. I would now like to recognize our alumni and veterans. Please stand if you are a Des Moines University alumnus. Very good. Continue standing. Please stand if you are a veteran. Please remain standing if you are both a DMU alum as well as a veteran. Oh, very good. Thank you for your service to our nation. I would now like to show a short video clip about military medicine.
On the battlefield, every second counts. Here is where the military health system comes together to make the difference between life and death. This is where military medicine begins. In a single decade from some of the most austere places on earth, we have built a lifeline that stretches thousands of miles. A lifeline that moves ill and injured service members from the point of injury to combat hospitals en route back home to the United States. Every step of the way, we deliver critical care. This remarkable health system of Army, Navy, and Air Force medical personnel cares for soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, Coast Guardsmen, and all who come in harm's way.
What we're doing today is digital subtraction angiography to evaluate the blood supply.
It's joint, it's integrated, it's impressive, and produced the highest survival rates in the history of warfare. But this is just one part of the military health system. The military health system is also a health delivery system. 57 hospitals, over 400 clinics around the globe. More than 9 million Americans who are military members, their families, and retirees count on us, and we deliver. Each year, over 50,000 babies, over 50 million prescriptions filled, rehabilitation, recovery. The military health system is also a medical education system. Each year, the Uniformed Services University produces over 300 military physicians and specialized medical leaders. And our medical education and training campus turns out over 26,000 medical enlisted personnel from every branch of service. We're also an integrated healthcare plan with a global network of care. We partner with civilian doctors and hospitals to deliver the promise we make to those who serve and their families. The military health system is also a public health system. Our military medical labs around the world conduct surveillance to detect and stop the spread of disease and to ensure the safety of the environment. The military health system is a national leader in medical research, collaborating with science and academia, bringing life-saving products to the battlefield and to every American.
Eyes blink, pupils dilate.
Simulated patients, life-saving blood clotting products, mind-controlled prosthetics, new vaccines, laboratory-grown skin, arm transplants.
It's like I went back 4 years and I'm me again.
Our research improves health, speeds recovery, transforms the practice of medicine.
The massive earthquake and tsunami that rocked Japan.
And we are a global force for good, responding to disasters and humanitarian crises whenever we are called, and building capabilities in our partner nations, floating hospitals, medical supplies, transport. It's joint, it's integrated, it's impressive. We're like no other health system in the world, and we're increasing our engagement with federal health partners, including the Department of Veterans Affairs, bringing Army, Navy, and Air Force medical capabilities together. This remarkable system exists for a primary mission, to ensure every service member, whether active or reserve, is ready. A system focused on health more than health care. A medical force ready to respond, ready to repair both the visible and the invisible wounds of war. A unifying mission, personal courage, and selfless sacrifice. Integrated care, world-class results. It's joint, it's integrated, it's impressive. We even make house calls, anywhere, anytime, like no one else. This is the military health system.
Very good. For the pinning ceremony, I will invite each graduate to come forward from a specific branch of the services. And following the pinning, I would ask that that individual return to their seats. After the last officer is pinned, Dr. Corvus will request all newly promoted officers to come forward and face him. At that time, the oath of office will be administered to the group by Dr. Corvus. A commissioned officer must administer the oath of office to the newly confirmed position at the new rank and swear them to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. As such, each newly commissioned physician officer becomes an agent of the executive branch of the government appointed by the President. The pinning of the rank is a visible sign of this appointment and of the commitment made by the officer to both their health profession and to their country. Please maintain proper decorum and respect as we proceed with the ceremony. The oath of office will be administered by Dr. Anthony Corvus, D.O., Colonel, United States Army Medical Corps, retired. Dr. Corvus is an alum of Des Moines University, having graduated from the College of Osteopathic Medicine with the class of 1969. Dr. Corvus entered active duty in 1970. He retired in 1999 as command of the Combat Support Hospital, the 147th Combat Support Hospital. He will be initiated, he will be giving the oath of office today. Beginning with the Air Force, I would like to ask Second Lieutenant Marcus Corey Forbes, come forward. Pinning will be his mother, Paula Forbes. He's welcome to come down. Other guests in the audience include his wife, Melanie Forbes, his sons, Jackson, Everett, and Maxwell, his father, Mark Forbes, and his in-laws, Ron and Lynn Haskell. Marcus Forbes will be doing an internship and residency in emergency medicine in the Virginia Commonwealth University in Richmond, Virginia. Congratulations, Captain Forbes. I would now like to call up Second Lieutenant Rebecca O'Neill. Rebecca will be pinned by her father, William O'Neill. Other guests in the audience include her mother, Carol O'Neill, her sister, Erin Fischel, and her niece, Annika Fischel. Rebecca will be doing a transitional year internship at Travis Air Force Base in Fairfield, California. Congratulations, Dr. Moines. I would now like to call up Maggie Seiss, Second Lieutenant Maggie Seiss. Maggie will be pinned by her brother, Brett Danelski. Other guests include Lisa Nadelsky, her mother, her father, Mike Seiss, her brother, Hayden Seiss, her aunt, Kathy Seiss, her sister-in-law, Amy Danelski, her nieces, Stella and Nora Danelski, her nephew, Clark Danelski, and her friends, Leslie Barnes and Dave Brown. Maggie will be pursuing a pediatrics residency at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio. I would now like to call up Second Lieutenant Nicole Sipley. Nicole will be pinned by her parents, Ed and Karen Sipley. Other guests include her brother, William Sipley, her sister, Bailey Sipley, her aunt, Connie Miller, her aunt and uncle, Pat and Terry Newman, and her friend, Shannon Lewis. Nicole will be participating in emergency medicine residency in the San Antonio Military Medical Center in San Antonio, Texas. I would now like to call up Second Lieutenant Drew Franklin Tolles. Pinning Drew will be his father, Robert Tolles. Other guests include his mother, Susan Radway. Drew will be pursuing a pediatrics residency at Wright-Patt Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio. Congratulations. From the Navy, I'd like to call up Tucker Brady. Ensign Tucker Brady. Penny Tucker will be his wife, Christina Brady. Other guests include Joe and Julie Brady, his parents. His brother-in-law and sister, Matt and Mackenzie Fuller. Tucker will be pursuing emergency medicine at the Naval Medical Center, San Diego, in San Diego, California. I would now like to call up Ensign Allison Follicamp. Penny and Allison will be Colonel Jeffrey Follicamp, her father. Other guests include Cheryl and Henry Traum, mother and stepfather. Stepmother Susan Croce, brother Eric Follicamp, and significant other Jonathan Tenley. Allison will be performing a transitional year at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center in Bethesda, Maryland. I would now like to call up Ensign Jeffrey Allen Gibson. Painting Jeffrey today will be his wife, Natalia Gibson, and his father, Dave Gibson. Other guests include his sons, Landon and Russell, his parents, Dave and Kathy, his brother and sister-in-law, Brant and Lisa Gibson, his sister, Michelle Gibson, and in-laws, Tom and Stacy Furl. Jeffrey will be pursuing a transitional year at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center in Bethesda, Maryland. I would now like to call up Ensign Connor Paulson. Painting Connor today is his parents, Eric and Mary Jo Paulson. Other guests include Dorothy Crock, as well as Gerald and Kathy Paulson. Connor will be pursuing a residency in general surgery at the Naval Medical Center, San Diego, in San Diego, California. Congratulations. From the Army, I would now like to call up Second Lieutenant Jane Prato. Meeting Jane will be her mother, Mary Moffett. Other guests include Craig Prato, Michael Prato, and Kaya Pistolis. Jane will be pursuing a pediatrics residency at Walter Reed Military National Medical Center in Bethesda, Maryland.
Newly commissioned captains and lieutenants in the Navy, front and center. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Michael Pistolis,
Having been appointed an officer in the United States Armed Forces,
having been appointed an officer in the United States Armed Forces,
do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
do solemnly swear that I will defend and support the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
that I take this obligation freely without mental
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office
upon which I am about to enter, so help me God.
upon which I am about to enter, so help me God.
You may be seated.
As we prepare to conclude, I'd like to thank you for attending this promotion and commissioning ceremony. I'd also like to thank Chris Moore, Manager of Student Life and Engagement, who helped prepare the ceremony, and for the information technology services individuals who handle the audiovisual needs today. Officer graduates, please stand. Turn to applaud your family members and your friends who have supported you in so many ways. Please be seated. I know we're very proud of these young men and women who are soon to be graduates. Graduates of the College of Osteopathic Medicine, we're sure that they're going to represent our school, the DO profession, and the United States. We'll grow even more proud of them as they go on in their careers. But let's give them a big hand to the newest batch of officers in the country today.
casualty-free. There's nothing really greater than the United States military. You're the reason why this country is still free. And supporting your fellow service members, keeping them well, healing them, is one of the greatest callings that you could ever have. And I congratulate each one of you at your ceremony here and your graduation with your degree. I would also like to thank President Franklin, who unfortunately can't be here this year because she's having a board meeting. I'd like to thank the board. I'd like to thank Stephanie and anybody else that took part in organizing this ceremony for us. I look at you and I really do see myself sitting amongst you 50 years ago. 50 years, a half a century. That's a long time, but it's been a good long time. Got to do so many good things, got to see so many good things, got to meet so many good people. But especially I was a part of one of the greatest fellowships in the history of mankind, the United States military. And I really enjoyed every second of that. And I'm sure you will too. And you go out there and make us proud. And you save us for our future freedom. I have all kinds of stories to relate, but I would probably be still talking at midnight. But I graduated in 1969. And I did my internship and I went on active duty. My first duty station was with the 82nd Airborne Division. And that was really quite an experience, an eye-opener. But just keeping it on the medical side, my first staff meeting at Womack Army Hospital, a couple of the MD fellows walked up to me and said, "Who in the hell is a DO?" I said, "Excuse me?" "I'm a DO." "Gee, I didn't know you guys had licenses to practice medicine." I said, "Oh yeah," and I taught them real quick. They were pretty amused after about 2, 3, 4 months that I knew what I was doing. And you know what? I was doing it better than their people that just graduated. And it was a challenge from the beginning, but boy, I'll tell you what, made me feel good inside. It really did. And the DOs have come a long way in a very short period of time. We've already had a Lieutenant General, Surgeon General of the United States Army, Ronald Blank. I don't know if that name means anything to anybody, but he was our first 3-star general. Now we have all kinds of general officers, admirals, that are serving the United States military. And who knows how many of you could be flag officers. Just put your mind to it. Be the best you can be. That's what we say in the Army. I don't know what you say in the Navy. But be the best you can be in the Navy, too. Okay. Just a few final words of wisdom, I guess. It's important to be fit. And I take pride in still being able to fit into this uniform after so many years. I'll tell you, it gives me a sound understanding of what it must have been like for the women of the past generations to wear corsets. Because it's really sort of getting tight, you know. But and I'm proud of that too. But you got to keep yourself fit. If you want to do a job for your fellow soldiers, for your fellow human beings, you got to be fit, because you can't do it without that. And it's your responsibility to figure out how you're going to do it for yourself. And it's very important in the military to remain fit, because there are going to be some arduous things that are going to be heaped on your heads during your careers. So every day, think about it. How am I going to continue to keep myself fit, diet-wise, exercise-wise, mentally ready-wise, for anything that comes along? And you will do it. Okay, let's see. I really don't have too much else that I wanted to share with you. And I believe Dr. Steele comes back up now and does his thing. And again, I want to congratulate each and every one of you. And I wish you the absolute best. You have bought yourself a key to the rest of your lives. Your degree, your commission, and your purpose is just outstanding, and I am so proud to be standing here as a part of your ceremony today, and I thank you for it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Corvus. With that, we conclude these ceremonies, and we invite you to stick around or attend a small reception that's directly outside this lecture hall. We're dismissed. Thank you.